In the ever-evolving world of UFOs and unexplained phenomena, new voices sometimes emerge that demand attention and challenge the status quo. The latest is Representative Paulina Luna, a 36-year-old Republican from Florida and Air Force veteran who's quickly become a prominent figure in the movement for government transparency. As chair of the House Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets, Luna is uniquely positioned to access and potentially reveal some of the government's most closely guarded information, including, perhaps most intriguingly, files related to UFOs and unidentified aerial phenomena. Her military background gives her credibility, grounding her claims in real-world experience and a deep understanding of national security. And her security clearance means she's not just speculating or repeating rumors, she's seen information that most Americans never will. Luna's recent statements about unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, have made her a central figure in a conversation that's moved from the fringes to the halls of Congress, drawing attention from both skeptics and believers. She claims first-hand access to classified evidence, insisting it points to a reality stranger than most are ready to accept, hinting at technologies and encounters that defy conventional explanation. By speaking openly, especially on platforms like the Joe Rogan Experience and other major podcasts, she's breaking the long-standing official silence and reaching millions who might otherwise never hear these stories. Luna's bold claims are forcing a national and international conversation about what the government knows and what the public deserves to know about the enduring mystery of unidentified objects. As her influence grows, so does the pressure on officials to finally come clean about what's really out there. To grasp the weight of Luna's claims, let's clarify some key terms. UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object, anything in the sky that can't be identified, from weather balloons to secret drones. The term UAP, or Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, is now used by officials to broaden the scope and shed the stigma of UFO. UAP covers not just objects but also strange lights and energy patterns. Luna introduced an even more startling idea: interdimensional beings, entities that might exist in realities parallel to ours, able to move between dimensions. This concept shifts the conversation from distant planets to realities that could coexist with our own. While the idea is speculative, Luna claims there's credible evidence for it, pushing the boundaries of what many consider possible. Her statements challenge us to rethink not just what's out there, but what reality itself might be. Luna's appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience in August 2025 was a turning point. She didn't hedge her words. She claimed there's credible evidence for interdimensional beings, not just extraterrestrial visitors. Luna described UAPs as possibly moving through different realities, operating on principles of physics we don't yet understand. She grounded her claims in tangible evidence and testimony from highly credible sources. These weren't just odd lights. She referenced incidents involving movements that defy our understanding of time and space. By choosing a massive platform, Luna bypassed traditional media, speaking directly to millions. Her calm, confident delivery left listeners questioning whether this was political theater or the start of real disclosure. Either way, Luna's interview has raised the stakes in the public's demand for answers. The most compelling part of Congresswoman Luna's testimony was her confirmation that she personally viewed classified UAP evidence inside a SCIF, a sensitive compartmented information facility designed for handling the nation's most closely guarded secrets. These rooms are built to prevent any unauthorized access, ensuring that only those with the highest security clearance can see what's inside. Luna described seeing a series of photographs, images of objects she insists were not made by humans. According to her, these photos were unlike anything she had ever encountered, and their details left her with more questions than answers. This isn't mere speculation or rumor. It's a sitting congresswoman, with access to classified information, stating that the evidence she saw rules out any known human technology. Her words carry the weight of official oversight and responsibility. Her claim shifts the debate from the familiar question of "what are they?" to the far more unsettling question, "who made them?" The conversation is no longer about misidentified aircraft or experimental drones. Luna said the technology in these images surpasses current human understanding, echoing the accounts of military pilots who've witnessed UAPs performing maneuvers that seem impossible by today's standards. Sharp turns, sudden stops, and speeds that defy explanation. These objects move at hypersonic speeds, stop instantly, and change direction with no visible means of propulsion. There are no wings, no exhaust, and no obvious source of energy, making them a true enigma for scientists and engineers alike. Luna's testimony provides official corroboration that the government holds evidence of technology far beyond our own, and that this evidence is being taken seriously at the highest levels of power. The implications are profound. If her account is accurate, we may be dealing with a non-human intelligence, something that challenges our very understanding of our place in the universe. This is no longer just a fringe theory or a topic for science fiction. It's a direct challenge to everything we know about science, technology, and the limits of human achievement. Luna's phrase, "not created by mankind," is a direct challenge to decades of government silence. She's not speculating. She's reporting what she concluded after seeing classified evidence. Intelligence analysts and scientists, she suggests, have ruled out every known human origin, including advanced drones or secret military projects. The technology described seems to violate the laws of physics. Vehicles that travel through air, water, and space with no visible propulsion and accelerate instantly without harming occupants. Luna's claim forces us to confront the possibility of a science and technology so advanced it could reshape our understanding of the universe. This isn't just about aliens. It's about a paradigm shift in what we believe is possible. If true, it means another intelligence has mastered forces of nature we're only beginning to imagine. That's why Luna's claim is so staggering, and why it can't be ignored. Luna's case rests on testimony from very credible people, not anonymous sources, but trusted professionals like military personnel and intelligence officers. These witnesses report phenomena that defy conventional explanation, objects that appear and disappear, or travel from point to point without crossing the space in between. Such accounts align with public data, like the Pentagon-confirmed Tic Tac video, where Navy pilots described objects behaving in ways that defy physics. These aren't just odd blips on radar, they're consistent, corroborated reports from trained observers. When seasoned pilots and intelligence officials all describe the same impossible things, their testimony becomes powerful evidence. Luna argues the government has collected this testimony for years, pointing to a conclusion that's both undeniable and deeply unsettling. The evidence is no longer just blurry photos. It's the collective word of those who know our skies best. Luna's statements are part of a larger bipartisan push in Washington for UAP transparency. The old policy of denial is crumbling as lawmakers from both parties demand answers and hold hearings. The 2023 House Oversight Probe, featuring whistleblower David Grush, brought claims of non-human craft and secret reverse engineering programs into the mainstream. Luna's claims build on this momentum, increasing pressure on the intelligence community to declassify what it knows. The issue now reaches the highest levels, with figures like Vice President J.D. Vance expressing concern. This isn't about politics. It's about national security and scientific discovery. Lawmakers argue that withholding information is no longer tenable, given the mounting evidence and credible military encounters. The push for transparency is now a logical, necessary step for both government and public trust. In response to mounting pressure, the Pentagon created AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, to investigate UAPs. It's the first formal public-facing office for UFO study since Project Blue Book closed in 1969. But many, including lawmakers and whistleblowers, say AARO lacks the authority to access the most sensitive programs, like alleged crash retrievals. Some accuse AARO of managing low-level sightings while keeping the biggest secrets hidden. Public interest is at an all-time high, fueled by official disclosures and statements from figures like Luna. The internet has created a global community demanding answers, and politicians are feeling the heat. The public's right to know is now central. If the government knows about non-human intelligence, that truth belongs to everyone. The story is far from over, and the demand for transparency is only growing. If Luna's claims are true, they could reshape our world in unimaginable ways. The implications are vast and far-reaching, touching every aspect of our lives. Confirmation of non-human intelligence, extraterrestrial or interdimensional, would be the most profound discovery in history. It would be a revelation that changes our understanding of existence itself. It would force us to rethink our place in the universe and challenge the foundations of science, religion, and philosophy. Our entire worldview would need to be reevaluated. Technology that surpasses our understanding could revolutionize energy, propulsion, and materials science, solving problems from climate change to disease. The potential benefits are staggering. At the same time, it's a humbling realization. Another intelligence has mastered science we can barely imagine. It puts our own achievements into perspective. The mystery of UFOs taps into our deepest desires for knowledge and meaning. It stirs our imagination and fuels our quest for understanding. The pursuit of disclosure is changing our world, pushing governments to be more transparent and scientists to ask bolder questions. It's a movement that's gaining momentum. People everywhere are united by curiosity and wonder about what lies beyond. This shared sense of wonder brings us together. Luna's statements are catalysts, bringing us closer to the day when we might finally know the truth. The journey to uncover these mysteries is just beginning.